Hey everyone and welcome. In this video, I thought we'd have a look at the Ukraine and the Russia conflict, and specifically the lies we told and the truth hidden within.
The core is rotten, and I can behold the tide.
Now first off, we'll start obviously with the lies that were told. Now this is Rishi Sunak laying out the UK's position.
We've been very clear, and we've been clear for a long time, that when it comes to the provision of military assistance to Ukraine, nothing is off the table, and that's because we're determined to ensure that Vladimir, the President, and his people can be victorious against Russian aggression, and we've backed up that rhetoric with action.
You hear that? Nothing's off the table. No matter what he asks for, you and me will have to pay for it, and he'll get it, including this. Let's have a listen to what Zelensky said to Parliament, shall we?
And I will be leaving the Parliament today, thanking all of you in advance for powerful English planes.
Thanking you in advance for powerful English planes. Now, the reaction was laughter and joviality. But let me say this was not a joke. This was an intended begging bowl occasion. One that Zelensky seems to be very, very good at. Running around the world with his little begging bowl. And all of a sudden, all of our wealth, all of our futures, all of our children's futures, all of our economy gets sucked out and ends up disappearing into the Ukraine money pit black hole. Prime example of these two wazzicks. Look at this. Bill and Ben, the tosspot men. And you got this. You not remind you of Spaceballs? Huge helmets on little diddy men. Beta males, effectively. I'm surprised they're not holding hands. Now, if you think that this is the bad part, this isn't the bad part. Boris Johnson came out straight after this speech and said that the UK should offer all of its fighter jets. Not just a few, all of them. Every last one of them, leaving us effectively undefended. Now, these are the sort of people that we've got in charge, and these are the sort of people that have gone through the highest echelons of education, and they've come out this retarded. Now, the ex-PM has said the best use for military kit is battling Russia after Zelensky issues plea in emotional speech to MPs and peers. But number 10 warns training pilots could take years. Now, what that actually screams is, so we'll have to fly them instead, attacking Russia with our planes and our pilots. World War III, anyone? And it doesn't end there, everyone. You may have heard stories that Ukraine were a little bit troubled when it comes to manpower at the moment, seeing as how everyone's been cannon foddered for so long. And there is rumours, now they are just rumours, they're not confirmed, but there is rumours and video that show conscription of minors. Now, I'm not saying that that is happening or it isn't happening. I'm just saying that there is rumours out there of it. And that doesn't tie up, does it, with the we're going to send everything because Ukraine can win. And this makes it even more blatant. This was provided by Earl Grey. Great channel. If you've not checked it out, go and check it out. And this is from the Department for Levelling Up Housing and Communities in the UK. Michael Gove specifically. And this is sent to refugee sponsors, i.e. hosts. Remember when we got a load of influx of the Ukrainians and they were saying, if you've got any spare rooms and you want to feel virtuous, give up your spare room to a Ukrainian. We'll pay you for the privilege with your own money and taxes, but we won't tell you that. Well, they've sent a letter out that pretty much proves just how desperate things are getting in the Ukraine, unfortunately for the people of Ukraine. Now, this is a letter that says, Dear refugee host, Embassy of Ukraine inquiry to the UK government on precising the Ukrainian refugee status. This letter is intended as notification that the Department for Levelling Up Housing and Communities and the Home Office of the UK government, under the inquiry of the Embassy of Ukraine in the United Kingdom, urges the Ukrainian refugee sponsor, i.e. the person whose home it is, to provide the respective authority by letter or by email with the following data. This is the juicy part, everyone. This is what proves that Ukraine are in dire straits. Number 1, whether the sponsor hosts or hosted a Ukrainian refugee or refugees. Number 2, whether there is a male person amongst the refugees aged 18 plus. Male 18 plus. Fighting age people, did he mean? In case a male person left the resident, the host is required to report this and their possible location and other available information. A male Ukrainian aged 18 plus, personal info, name, surname, middle name, age, current location of residence. Now what you're probably thinking, wow, that's pretty bad. They're going to be grassing up their own people they've been using to virtue signal so long if they're over 18 and a man. What could possibly they need over 18 and a man for other than sent back against their will for conscription? The sponsor must urge refugee residents to visit the embassy of Ukraine in the United Kingdom to specify their personal data individually. And this is a kicker. Failure to do so might result in a lower financial benefit for the host. So you either grass up male Ukrainians, it's not going too well for them, is it? Grass up male Ukrainians, or you're going to lose the money that we give you for hosting refugees. And this comes from Michael Gove himself, Right Honourable Michael Gove MP, Secretary of State for Levelling Up Housing and Communities. Pretty dire, isn't it, if they're trying to conscript from other countries now? Let me know what you think. Now, I'd like to know your opinion. Sort of breaks the narrative, doesn't it? Stay sane. I'll see you on the next one.